Welcome back everyone to Data Science for Everyone. Today we're going to be talking about usability testing. Let's get started. So first off, usability testing and system evaluations are about purpose. This purpose can be achieved by a number of research methods and a number of data collection techniques. There are many potential approaches to usability testing, but many of those are simply an adaptation of existing research methods focused on the relationship between the user and the system. User testing, in this more formal sense, can be more easily associated with the quasi-experiment, where behavior is watched and recorded and analyzed in a structured context. This context can vary from a sample group of users being asked to perform a set of predetermined tasks on a system in their natural setting to a sample group being invited into a laboratory to be watched and often recorded performing the tasks set by the evaluator. These tests usually involve the following stages, although not all will be used in every user test. Draw up a list of tasks to be tested by the user. These will usually be determined by the system requirements. So, what is it meant to do? 2. Identify a sample from existing users. It is vital that your sample is made up of actual system users who have a reason to use the system. This could be a sample of staff who are working on a particular system daily, such as the staff on an inquiry desk using a knowledge database to respond to customer requests, or a sample of casual users who have access to the system as one way of satisfying their information needs. 3. Determine the location for user tests. You may not have access to a laboratory, but you could simulate this environment if you have access to an area that could be dedicated to your sample for the duration of the test. 4. Ensure that the location is suitably arranged to accommodate the sample. 5. Decide in advance how you are going to record the test. There are a number of options here. It may be possible to set up the system to record the behavior of the user, providing you with a map of their movements through the system during the test. Another option is to use think out loud protocol, where the user is asked to talk the researcher through what they are doing, why they select certain choices on the screen, and why they type in certain keywords, for example. You could also prepare a questionnaire that the user is asked to fill out as they perform the required tasks. If you choose this option, you will need to keep the questionnaire as simple as possible and be wary of asking too much of the users. It is your responsibility to record your data. 6. Before testing begins, it is important to establish rapport with your sample. They must be very clear that it is the system being tested, not them. It is difficult for anyone to perform well when they are being watched. You must be aware of this and do your best to remove any additional pressure from the members of your test sample. 7. Once a test begins, it is important that you remember that it is the system that is being tested, so avoid the temptation to help the user when a problem is encountered. This defeats the purpose of the test. During the test, you must remain highly alert. Your role is to take in all that you are seeing and hearing. That is the reason many commercial systems evaluators use a laboratory with video cameras set up to monitor behavior. It is unlikely that you will have the benefit of a purpose-designed room, so make the most of what you have. Alternatively, conduct user tests one at a time. This may be time-consuming, but it will allow you to pay attention to what is going on. 9. It is also possible to engage in dialogue with the user if you are doing single tests. This will allow you to clarify your own understanding of what is happening and provide additional data. 10. Analyze your data from all users to identify common themes that emerge from tests. 11. Present your findings. It may be that you are in a position to implement system changes based on your data or offer advice to those that can. User testing is usually concerned with implementing actual change, either at the design stage or to assist in creating systems specifically for a new design. It is not usually concerned with theory development, but actual change. Cognitive walkthroughs are used by system developers during the design of a new system, but can also be used on the existing system as a means of evaluation. This is the most common application in student research, unless that research involves designing and building a system. In the case of cognitive walkthroughs, can be applied in the usual way as a prototyping stage. Cognitive walkthroughs are carried out by evaluators who do not use the system in question. They are given a set of predetermined tasks and then walk through those tasks and record the problems they encounter. The process of cognitive walkthroughs. 1. Identifying and documenting typical user characteristics and tasks associated with system use. 2. Developing a system of typical tasks to focus on the aspect of the system being tested. 3. Writing clear instructions for evaluators. 4. Asking evaluators as they work through the tasks to comment on the following questions for each stage in the task. Will the users know what to do? Will they understand from the response of the system whether the action was correct or not? 5. Evaluator responding in written notes to these two questions at each stage of the task. 6. Evaluator interpreting the cause of the problem, why it might occur, and any possible solutions to it. 7. Analyzing evaluators' reports. 8. Presenting the findings. And 9. Recommending system revisions. Heuristic evaluation is the most popular and of the usability inspection methods. Heuristic evaluation is done as a system inspection of a user interface designed for usability. The goal of heuristic evaluation is to find the usability problems in the design so that they can be attended to as part of the iterative design process. Heuristic evaluation involves having a small set of evaluators examine the interface and judge its compliance with recognized usability principles. Heuristic evaluation stages. 1. Identifying the set of principles to be used as the accepted standard. 2. Identifying between 3 to 5 experts to carry out the evaluation. 3. Evaluators carrying out the evaluation independently based on 2 passes through the system. 4. Identifying problems and issues as they are encountered and noting possible solutions. 5. Debriefing evaluators to share their experience and discuss potential solutions. 6. Analyzing all evaluators' reports. 7. Present the findings. 8. Recommending system revisions. Heuristic evaluations are usually carried out by individuals who have the ability either to change a system or propose changes to those who do. In summary, usability testing is commonly associated with systems design, development, and evaluation. Although by system we usually assume some form of electronic or digital system, this does not always have to be the case. There are many manual systems that could be evaluated using the approaches mentioned. The major difference between user testing and evaluator testing is the level of systems knowledge and the form of analysis required. User testing relies on users carrying out common tasks and being able to talk the researcher through their behavior. It is up to the researcher to interpret this behavior. Evaluator testing allows the test and interpretation to go on simultaneously. Again, it is the purpose of the study that determines the choice of test. The most common purpose of usability testing is during the iterative design phase to inform developments, but they can also be carried out on current systems to inform new developments and future change. It is possible to use various combinations of tests and evaluations within the same study. It is not uncommon for a system to be evaluated using both user tests and expert reviews. If you guys like this, please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.